so you get a totally different flavor profile. And what he was talking about earlier about the history, honey is the only universal sugar source on the earth. And so any country that you go to, you've got honey. But for example, in Northern Europe, you don't have any fermentable sugars except for honey. The fruits aren't really available in large enough quantities to produce alcohol, and grain, the period of growth isn't long enough for you to get a starch grain that's going to give you enough starch to make beer. So what happened is, at the very beginning, people discovered honey, fermented honey, like there could be a tree where there was a hollow in it where the honey had sat and got sugar or mixed with water, and then that fermented. But honey itself is the one sugar that cannot, how would you say, go rancid. So various different vegetables or various different meats and everything will rot, but honey is a product that absolutely will not spoil. And so that was one of the other reasons why it would ferment and make an alcoholic beverage. But after that was discovered, then all the different cultures made honey beer. And then later on, as it was discovered that fruit could ferment, then we had things like wine and then fruit liqueurs, and then gradually, once beer was discovered, and that came along. But basically, you had mead, then wine, and then later on beer. So anyway, that's basically the history, I guess you could say. There's little things left out, I'm sure, but the honey that we used was a clover type honey, so you get a little bit of the clover aromas, and I guess a bit more grassy, but it has a very clear honey character to it, I think. The only thing that I wanted to tell everybody is it has a 9% alcohol content. The other thing is that the kind of alcohols that are created when you use this kind of yeast are the kinds that will have the possibility of giving you a very bad headache the next day. So I want you to enjoy it, but you probably don't want to drink more than 2 glasses of that tonight. Now, I've got lots, so if you want to drink more, feel free. I don't want anybody complaining about a really terrible headache tomorrow, because usually our corn and dark corn should not give you a hangover the next day if you don't mix it with anything else. So that one more. Anyway, so that's basically all I've got for the next month. We will have a cherry beer, and then the following month after that, we're going to have a Helles, which is a very typical beer from the Munich area. And we'll be having later on in the year a stout, and we'll be having a Schwarz beer as well. So those are some of the other things we know. Thank you very much.